Do you? Do not try to be like anyone else at all. One of the biggest mistakes that we make in life is that we try to be like other people. We try to be normal instead of recognizing our own uniqueness and glorifying our own uniqueness. You are what you are, man. Don't try to be like other people. Don't try to fit in. Don't try to do things the way other people do things. Be you. If you try to be like other people, you actually be living a lie. That's something that you must realize. You have to be authentic. Live a life that you fully understand. Do things that make sense to you. Don't do things that you feel like other people are going to, accept. Like, yeah, I gotta do what everyone else is doing, because if I don't do what everyone else is doing and start doing my own thing, other people ain't going to accept me. Like, no, 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 no. Forget about being accepted. Forget about being loved. Forget about being understood. I used to think that I had to try to make other people understand me. But this year I've actually realized that I actually needed to understand myself. Like, you need to understand yourself. Once you understand yourself, you realize that you don't even need to explain yourself to other people. Even if they don't understand you, that's not a problem. Like, once you really understand yourself and you become confident enough, and you know that the way that you do things, the way that you think makes sense, you won't really want to be like other people. So do you, man. Don't try to fit in. Don't try to play the games that society is playing. Be you. There can never be anything wrong with you. Like, that is not possible. I don't know how to make you understand this. It is impossible for there to be nothing wrong, for there to be something wrong with you. Like, that is completely impossible. You are what life created. The matrix, the system that is governing the world, wants to turn you into a slave. It's already turned a lot of people into slaves. They want to turn you into a slave. If you play by your own rules, if you live your own life, if you live a life that you really understand, of course there's going to be consequences, but that doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. Life comes with zero instructions. No one told us how we need to live life. So you cannot listen to, people who are in power telling you that this is how you must live life. Celebrities telling you that this is how you must live life. Influencers telling you this is how you must live life. You live life the way that you want to live life. You live life that you will be able to explain to other people if you need to, but you don't necessarily need to explain yourself. But if you were to explain yourself, you need to live a life that you'll be able to explain. Like, yeah, I'm living life this way because this is what really makes sense to me. I don't need to be like everyone else. People will gaslight you, especially if you lack self-confidence. People will gaslight you, make you feel inadequate. I've seen a lot of people comment on my videos saying that do something with your life and stop complaining. And I've never complained, ever. I don't think there's a video where I've actually been complaining. I don't complain. I like to philosophize. I like to get to the deepest truth. And like I told y'all before, that whenever you speak the truth, people feel like you are complaining, because the truth is wicked. So you're talking about what's really going on in the world, and people assume that you're complaining. Like, I don't complain. People who are close to me know I never complain. You can even steal something from me, I won't complain. I will just figure out what I need to do. How do I get what you stole from me back? I'll never complain. I'll never call you and be like, dude, like, we've been friends for a very long time. You do that? Like, I never do that. That's not the type of person I am. A girl can cheat on me, I'll never complain. I'll never call her and be like, yeah, but you and I, soulmates. You told me this and that. Like, it is what it is. What I like is to focus on the truth. What is the truth? What is happening in this reality? What are we ignoring? That's what I like to focus on. Stop complaining and do something with your life. People assume that if you focus on the truth, you're not doing anything with your life. Like, that's all that you do. You just wake up in the morning and you just focus on one thing. You just focus on talking about the truth. Like, no. I just like to philosophize. I like waking people up. People will gaslight you by telling you that you need to do something with your life, as if you're not doing anything, as if you've never tried anything, as if you are obligated to do something. You were born here without your consent. That is the truth. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to be successful. You don't have to play the game. You don't have to do anything. If this sucks and you just want to complain, you can complain. You can complain about whatever is going on in this realm. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, a lot of people here are afraid to express themselves. Like, if each and every person in this world wanted to express themselves, I'm telling you, the world would truly be chaotic. Like, if each and every person decided that, okay, I want to express myself, I want to talk about how I really feel, like, the world would be chaotic. People are afraid to speak their minds. You see, it takes a lot of courage to really speak your mind. Like, I've been telling y'all guys that there have been so many people that I thought didn't have problems until I got close to them and realized that, damn, this sucks for everyone. But some people won't really open up because they're not that courageous. I'm courageous because I really trust myself. I believe that my conclusions are right. I believe that I'm right about everything that I say. So I'm not afraid to speak my mind. I believe that I have self-actualized. I understand myself enough to be able to speak the way that I'm speaking. People will gaslight you if you give them power, man. You were born into this realm without your consent. Never ever forget that. You didn't consent to this thing. I don't care what anyone says. Some people will claim to be spiritual and say you chose this. Like, no, you didn't. You didn't choose this. And I gave you a very good example. I've used the series Severance, where the people were unable to remember their lives when they were at work, and when they were at work, they were unable to remember their lives at home. So when they were at work, because they will only remember what happens at work, they'll be curious. Like, yo, what happened at home? When they were at home, they actually did make the decision to actually have their mind severed in half so that they forget what happens when they're at work. But here's the thing. When they were at work, they would actually not like their experience there, and they'll be like, no. This sucks. And then they'll show them a video and be like, yo, actually you consented to this. And be like, no, even if I did consent, this still sucks. Why? Because they were new, like they were a new person. You understand? Because they didn't have the memories that of of their previous lives. They only had the memories of what happens when they were at work. So you cannot say that you chose to be here if you don't remember making the choice to be here. It doesn't make any sense. So even if there's a higher vision of you that chose to be here, it's not you. You didn't choose this thing. So you have every right to complain. You have every right to be yourself. You just live in a prison. You just live in a world where you are being controlled every time. So you're starting to think that this is how life should be. No, you're supposed to be free. You're not supposed to be anyone's slave. You're not supposed to allow other people to tell you how to be. So be you, man. Stop giving a damn what the world thinks. People are dumb. People are really stupid. You want to let stupid people tell you how to live your life? Are you going to be proud of yourself? Like, if this was a simulation and then you wake up in the end, would you be proud of yourself? Like, I was living in fear. I was afraid to speak my mind. I was afraid to do what I wanted to do. No, do you. Be 100% yourself. People don't know what the heck they're doing. I'm telling you. You're listening to people who are operating at a very low level of consciousness. Listening to these people telling you how to live your life. They're not even like you. Like, they're not like you at all. They're not operating at your level of consciousness, but you dumb down because you're trying to like be like everyone else. You're trying to fit in. No, be you, man. If it means they're gonna judge you, let them judge you. The best thing that you can do for yourself is to try to meet your tribe. Try to connect with your tribe. Try to connect with people who are like you, instead of trying to like fit in with people who are not like you. We're different, bro. We're not operating at the same level of consciousness. Never let anyone lie to you. People are not operating at the same level of consciousness. That's why some people are doing horrible things in the world. That's why some people are making stupid mistakes. That is why some people are doing things that make zero sense. We're not operating at the same level of consciousness. That is why some people will watch my videos and not understand what I'm saying. We're not operating at the same level of consciousness. Like, it doesn't make sense to me that someone will watch my videos and not understand what I'm saying, or not even agreeing with what I'm saying, because I make a lot of sense. What is it that I say that is actually not true? Some people will watch my videos and say that what I'm saying is not true, or be mad that I'm saying the things that I'm saying. We're just not the same. We're not operating at the same level of consciousness. So you cannot try to be like these people who don't get you. You see, the more you become yourself, the more you vibrate at a higher level of consciousness, the easier it will be for you to get rid of your anxiety, because you're no longer going to be afraid of people judging you, because you know that they don't know anything. Why be afraid of being judged if you are being judged by people who know nothing? Think about it. What do other people know? People like me don't even judge. You want to know why? Because I'm really conscious. I don't judge people. Do you, man? I never judge people. There isn't a person who will tell you that I've judged them. People tell me crazy shit, and I've never told them any. Like, I'll never even make you feel bad for living your life the way that you want to live your life. Be you. Because I don't know why you are the way that you are. I didn't create you. I did not create you. So be you. It's only the people who are operating at a low level of consciousness who will judge others, because they've been programmed to want to fit in, to be part of society, to be part of this cult. So if they see someone behaving differently from how they've been programmed to behave, they start to think there's something wrong with that person, as if life comes with instructions. It comes with zero instruction. You understand? I don't think people get what I'm really saying. When I say life comes with zero instructions, I really mean that life comes with zero instructions. The Bible, the Quran, all. Listen, man. There isn't a higher being that came to us and told us how we need to live. You understand that? So you don't have to follow the rules. You don't have to be religious. You don't have to be free. Those who are not free, let them live the way that they want to live. Be free and roll with people who are free. That's how you live your life. And stop living a lie. I understand that it's hard to be real, but you have to be real at some point. You cannot live a lie your whole life. It's not easy, but then you gotta keep on working on becoming real, becoming the dopest vision of yourself. You need to reach a level where even if the whole world, right, say that you're wrong, if you feel like you're right, you're still not going to change because that's how you really feel. You can't allow other people. Listen, you can't trust anyone. That's the thing. You can't trust anyone. You don't even know what this realm is. So you need to trust yourself. So if people tell you things that don't make any sense to you, don't trust them. Especially if you've been doing the work that I've been saying that you must be doing. You must be trying to understand yourself more. You must be trying to become more of who you are. We still don't know what this is. Maybe there are a lot of people who are NPCs who are trying to like make us do the things that they've been programmed to do so that we'll live like slaves. If something doesn't make sense to you, it doesn't make sense to you. Stop complying with things that do not make any sense to you. Be brave. Courage is not the absence of fear. If today was your last day on earth, would you be proud of yourself? Would you be proud of how you lived your life? Or you be like, shit, I was a coward. I was afraid of being judged. When people gossiped about me, I used to worry a lot as if they know anything. They know nothing. Let people be who they are, bro. And be what you are. We're not the same here. We're different animals. Just because you don't fit in and there ain't that many people like you doesn't mean that you're wrong. That doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. That doesn't mean that you must change. No. Be you. People are dumb as fuck and we want to pretend as if, many people in this world are actually smart. Nah, man. People are not smart. They don't think for themselves. So if you are able to think for yourself, trust yourself. You don't have to play by their rules because they're not like you. You're not going to win if you try to play by their rules. You're going to win when you play by your own rules because you're a different animal. Imagine if a lion tried to live like a rabbit. It wouldn't work because a lion is not a rabbit. You see? This reminds me of a scene, not a scene actually. If you've watched Ice Age 1. Oh, I actually gave you this example actually. That there was an elephant that tried to be like I just forgot what these two animals were called, but they sleep with their tails like wrapped around like a branch of a tree. So there was an elephant that grew up with these animals, so it thought it was one of them even though it was big, so it will live like them. When they will see the natural predators, they'll hide, right? But then also the elephant will hide, thinking that it was its natural predator as well, because it didn't know what it was until it met another elephant and realized that it was an elephant and it didn't need to behave like those two animals. I just forgot what they were called. But that's the thing. You are too damn conscious. Like, if you understand the things that I'm saying, you are too damn conscious. People might think that I'm lying to them when they say they're conscious. Listen, man, I've had conversations with a lot of people. They are not conscious. Like, it scares me, bro. Like, the way that I live my life, I'm honest, right? Like, I'm honest with people. I tell them the truth, and I realize that most people do not understand me when I'm speaking the truth. So if you understand me, it means you're a different animal. It's not because you've suffered because you were different. It's not like you suffering made you conscious enough to understand me. No. You were conscious enough to understand me, and that made you suffer. You were different the whole time. You were a different animal. You couldn't fit in. That's why you suffered. I've spoken to a lot of people, and I'll be surprised. How is it that they do not understand me? Like, what I'm saying is the truth, and they think that I'm intelligent. That's the thing. If we are telling people something that is so damn real, they will compliment you even if they do not understand you, because they can sense that you're operating at a high level of consciousness. So they'll say, yeah, you're intelligent and all that, but we still don't agree with you. Like, nah, man. If you acknowledge that I'm intelligent, it means that you actually do realize that I'm right. You're just failing to, raise your consciousness to be able to truly understand what I'm really saying to you. So if you understand what I'm saying to you, then you're different. You must understand that you're different. You're not like other people, because many people will be incapable of understanding the things that I say in my videos. You see? Don't let these people who don't understand what's going on gaslight you. Tell you that you complain a lot. You're not complaining. You're just speaking the truth. You just think in a way that they never thought before. They just want to be slaves, Maybe they were built to be slaves, but you don't want to be a slave. You don't want to be like them. It doesn't make any sense to you why they've accepted this system, because you're different. So why force yourself to be like them because you are afraid? It doesn't make any sense for people who are conscious to be living in fear. Honestly, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. I do understand that you would feel fear if you are forced to live life differently, because the way that other people are living life doesn't make any sense. But that doesn't mean that you must live in fear, because there's a difference between feeling fear and living in fear. Living in fear is allowing fear to control you. Not living in fear is actually being brave, having courage. So like I said to y'all, that courage is not the absence of fear. Nelson Mandela said that. Not a fan of Nelson Mandela. He was a sellout. I feel like he didn't embody his enlightenment. You need to be so damn real, bro, that you're afraid to lose everything, and that you're not afraid to lose everything. You need to be so damn real that even if it means that you lose everything, it's fine. You are still yourself. I mean, this thing is temporary, right? Like, this thing is temporary. It doesn't really matter what religion you believe in, what you believe in. Believe in evolution, you believe in whatever, but this thing is temporary. Be yourself, even if it means that you're gonna die alone or whatever. Be yourself. Live a life that makes sense to you. Can't allow people to control you, man. Because here's the thing, man, and this is what a lot of people do not realize. The people who control you are not controlling you for you. They're controlling you for themselves. Slave masters don't treat slaves like slaves for their own sake. But like, I want this person to be a slave so that they'll be able to be to experience real happiness. No. They want people to be slaves so that they'll be able to control them. Do you want to be a slave? Do you want to be controlled by other people? Or do you really want to be yourself? Embody your own enlightenment. Speak your own truth. I told you guys that one of my favorite humans was Charles Manson. I think he died in 2017, if I'm not mistaken. I became a fan of Charles. Charles like did horrible shit, right? But here's the thing. I became a fan of Charles because when he was in prison and they were interviewing him, he would speak the truth because he had nothing to lose. Live life as if you have nothing to lose. When people try to have a conversation with you, speak your truth even if they judge you. I like Charles because he spoke the truth. He wasn't afraid to say, hey man, this is what I think about what's going on in the world. This is how I think, this is what I think about you. So that's what makes sense. You speak your mind, embody your enlightenment, live your life in a way that makes sense to you. Don't allow other people to try to change you, tell you that the way that you think is wrong. If you don't feel like the way that you think is wrong, it isn't. You see? They need to convince you first that the way that you think is wrong. If they've not convinced you, then you're not supposed to think that the way that you think is wrong. They must first convince you. Because people don't make sense. I've been telling y'all that I don't trust people who don't make sense. For you to convince me that I'm wrong, you need to be more rational than me. You need to make more sense than me. If I see that you're not making any sense, I'm not going to trust you. If I make more sense than you, why should I trust you? Why should I submit to you? Why should I listen to you? It doesn't make any sense. You're the one who's supposed to be listening to me, but you saw them delusional that you don't even realize that. You know, if you make sense, you would know. I'm telling you. We live in a world where we are being controlled so much that we're not even supposed to be ourselves. We're not even supposed to think for ourselves. They even try to make us feel the way that they want us to feel. Like, you're not supposed to feel the way that you feel. You must feel the way that they want you to feel. Nah, man. Be brave. Because obviously something is off. That's the thing. So if you're going to be fake, try to fit in, try to be like everyone else, of course you're not going to be able to free yourself. How do you free yourself if you're a coward? You free yourself by being the dopest vision of yourself, by being the realest vision of yourself. It needs to get to a point where you are really speaking the truth, like all the time. You're like, hey man, I'm not afraid to speak my truth. This is really what I think. Think what you think of me. I don't give a damn. I don't trust y'all. Y'all don't think right. Why should I trust people who are cowards? People who have been conquered. I've even been conquered. They tried to brainwash me, but they didn't win. They brainwashed y'all, so why should I listen to y'all? Just because I need friends, just because I need other people, nah man, I would rather be friends with people who are operating at my level of consciousness. Because I'll be doing something wrong if I try to fit in with y'all. If I'm a highly conscious being, you know. I would rather ride with people who are operating at my level of consciousness, because we are on the same league. We see things the same way, and we are vibrating at the same frequency. If I try to be like y'all, who have not really like evolved consciously, that would be like me being Superman but living like humans. If I'm conscious, man, and I need to like acknowledge that and stop living life as if I don't know that I'm conscious. Don't allow other people to gaslight you. Don't allow other people to make you feel like there's something wrong with you, especially when you speak the truth. Here's what you should do. If someone tells you that, hey man, the way that you think is wrong, ask them this question: what exactly is wrong with the way that I think? If they say that it will lead to more suffering and all that, that's that is not an argument against what you're saying. You see, because here's the thing: when you speak the truth, people ain't going to really attack what you're saying. They'll attack you as a person. They'll tell you that, well, the way that you think is wrong, or the way that you think is dangerous. Tell me that what I'm thinking is wrong. Don't tell me it's dangerous. I know it's dangerous. I'm strong enough. I'm not like you. Maybe you are too weak to be able to handle the truth, but I'm not. I've always cared about the truth. I'm strong enough to acknowledge the truth. So maybe you are too weak. You can't acknowledge the truth. You can't handle the truth. But I can. We're different like that. So only listen to people who make more sense than you. Because I know that there's no way you'd still be watching this video if you were not interested in the truth. So if you are interested in the truth, that means that you're going to make more sense than a lot of people. So only pay attention to people who make more sense than you. That's how you grow. There are some people who are more right than you. There are some people who understand things more than you. So you'd rather pay attention to them, so that you keep growing. You don't remain at the same level of consciousness. I've been telling y'all guys that there are people that I grew up with that are operating at the same level of consciousness that they were operating on when we were friends. And I would meet them. Like, if you find it, okay, you haven't seen a person in like 8 years, and then you meet them now and they're still the way that they were when you were growing up. And you're like, what? So you have not grown at all? You're still a child? I grow every year. Like, I evolve. If you watch the videos that I've made in 2022 and watch the videos that I'm making now, you understand that I've grown, because I've started like posting videos regularly in 2022. So you'd realize that there is growth. There are things that I didn't understand that I understand now. In fact, here's what I'm going to do, because there are some videos that I've unlisted because I've evolved so much that I feel like they no longer represent who I am, you see. So I've had to like unlist those videos. So what I will do is I will re-upload them, and you realize that there's so much growth. But some people ain't growing, bro. Some people have been operating at the same level of consciousness forever. And some people who are like 50 who think the way that they used to think when they were 20. Why should you trust those people? Why should we allow those people to judge you? They're not growing. They're still children. They're not learning anything. So why should you trust them? Like, it doesn't make any sense. You need to trust yourself. I'm telling y'all, like, if you are watching my videos, you are operating at the high level of consciousness. There's no way you understand the things that I'm saying if you weren't operating at a very high level of consciousness. It's impossible. It's completely impossible, especially if you've had to like really seek for the truth and you just found it. Like, if you've had to seek for the truth yourself and you just found it, and you're like, this makes a lot of sense. I remember someone commented. They say that, well, the word truth is overused. People who are religious say that they speak the truth, but listen, truth is what makes the most sense. It's something that cannot be questioned. Do you really think that there's a person that can question the things that I'm saying? It's not possible. Like, it's completely impossible. You cannot question the things that I'm saying. I don't care who you are. There is no way you're going to question what I'm saying. What you're going to do is to try to gaslight me. You're going to try to make me feel bad for thinking the way that I think. But you're not going to uh, question what I'm saying because it's the truth. You just say that, oh, that's a dangerous way to think. You think like um you're like the devil, you demonic. That's why you think the way that you think, but you're not gonna really be able to question what I really think, like, because there's nothing to say against what I'll be saying. That's why I said on one of the videos that I've uploaded recently that do not trust people who don't make sense. Just because some people are respected where you live, they have power, and doesn't mean that you must trust them. If they don't make sense, they do not make sense. If you make more sense than them, trust yourself. It shouldn't matter how many people are listening to you. It doesn't really matter if many people are not understanding you. Trust yourself. You are right. You're on the right path. What you must remember is that we still don't have any idea what the heck is going on here. And we need to be honest with ourselves because we don't want to find ourselves trapped in this thing that we don't even understand. So the more honest we are with ourselves, the more likely we are to actually understand what to do to actually be able to free ourselves. But the more we lie to ourselves, the harder it will be for us to be able to free ourselves. That's the thing. How the heck do you free yourself if you are in a maze and you don't even realize that you're in a maze? Like, hey, I'm comfortable here. No, this isn't a place to be comfortable. This is a place where you gotta figure out what the heck is going on because you still don't have an idea what the heck is going on. You see? We need to stop lying to ourselves. It doesn't help. It hasn't helped. If you want to grow, you must be willing to acknowledge the truth. You're not growing if you're not going to be able to handle the truth. There's no way, I'm telling you. You must constantly be ready to acknowledge and accept higher truth. Always. That's how you grow. That's the only way to grow. If you hear the truth and be like, no, I'm rejecting this, you're not growing. You're going to stay at the same level of consciousness. But if you hear the truth and be like, hey, man, this makes me feel uncomfortable, but it's still the truth, boom, you reach higher levels of consciousness. You hear more truth, it makes you feel uncomfortable, and you're like, hey, I want the truth. I don't give a damn how it makes me feel. Boom, you reach higher levels of consciousness. That is the only way to grow. I'm so damn conscious that no matter how drunk I am, I still make sense. I know I'll be sounding cocky, but still, I still make sense even when I'm drunk because I am speaking the truth. You see, I don't. Here's the thing: when you're speaking the truth, it doesn't take a lot of effort. So I could be so damn drunk that I can't even walk, and I'll still be able to speak the truth because I'm not lying. It doesn't take any effort. It's the truth. It's like I'm channeling it. So I'll still make sense. I've been drinking since morning today. Thing is, I want to upload daily this month. That's the thing. I want to upload daily this month. So I'm like, hey man, I don't give a damn how drunk I am. I'm still uploading. I'm still uploading something, and I'm not gonna upload um work videos. No, I'm uploading the dopest videos that I can upload. Like Every day I'm gonna be uploading the videos that I know that are dope, like they gonna like help y'all. Because I'm also growing. That's the thing. The more I speak the truth, the easier it will be for me. It is for me to actually embody my own enlightenment. The more I communicate with y'all guys, it's not like I'm not learning. There are some people. Listen, I read the comments. I might not respond to every comment, but I read the comments and I reach higher levels. I learn a lot, guys. Like I learn a lot from y'all. Like when you guys send me like when you guys send me private messages and we talk about what's really going. Like I learn a lot from y'all guys. So I grow. Like I've been growing much faster than I used to grow because of the content that I've been making and because I've been talking to like-minded people. I've been talking to people who are conscious. I was talking to this other guy and I was telling him that, bro, you are more conscious than I am. I'm learning a lot from you. Like you are more conscious than I am, and you don't even realize that. And he was like, no, you're super conscious. Like, bro, I'm telling you. Just because you watch my videos, it doesn't mean that I'm more conscious than you are. Doesn't mean that. Some of y'all are super conscious, bro. I've communicated with y'all and I was like, damn. But what I've realized is that most of y'all lack self-confidence. Like you don't believe in yourselves. You don't believe that you're right. Like you know that you're right, but it's kind of like you don't really believe it. So you still want other people to control you. Like, man, I still gotta live the life the way that other people live life. Nah, man. Embody your enlightenment. Other people will have to rise to your level. If they can't, they can't. But don't go down to their level. That doesn't make any sense. It makes zero sense. That would be like Usain Bolt running slower. I mean, it doesn't sprint anymore. But that would have been like that. Like, oh, some people cannot run that fast, so I gotta run slower. Like, nah, be you. You are what you are. The worst thing you can do to yourself is neglect yourself. That's literally the worst thing that you can do to yourself. I'm telling you, you will never be proud of yourself if you neglect yourself. Imagine 40 years later, you're on your deathbed and you realize that you lived like a coward your whole life. Are you going to be proud of yourself? Are you going to feel like, dude, I lived life the way that I needed to live life? Or are you going to be ashamed of yourself? It's not about how much money you make. It's not about how much other people like you. It's about how real you were. It's about how authentic you were. That's what it's really about. Because when you live a fake life, it's like you're living in a prison because you can't really be yourself. You see, when you're in a prison cell, you're not yourself. You're not able to do the things that you want to do because there are other people who are controlling you. So that's kind of like how many people are living their lives because they're not free to be themselves. They're afraid of how other people are going to perceive them. No, be you. Like, who makes a video drinking? No one. I'm like the only person who makes a video drinking because I'm trying to like inspire people to be themselves, right? Like I'm trying to inspire people to stand for their own truth, even if they feel like their truth won't make sense to other people. You see, there's the thing. I need to get another can. I finished this. This other lady was telling me that some dude came and he told her that he was dropping me off. Like, dude, nobody came. For me, it's kind of weird. Like, people lie. I don't like that. And I'm like still trying to figure out who it was. But yeah, before you say you are depressed, before you say, hey, I want to end this, make sure you are yourself. Don't say, I want to end. Because here's the thing. If you ever end it and you are not even yourself, what have you really ended? The fake vision of you. Like, be yourself. See if you still feel like you want to, like, delete yourself. You might realize that you don't want to do that. The problem is that you're not really yourself. You gotta fight with this reality, and you're not going to fight with this reality if you're fake. If you're still living in fear, I'm telling you the truth. I'm a person who've been judged his whole life. Understand? Like, I've been judged so much, but I understood myself so much that I wasn't afraid to be myself, even though people were judging me. I'm like, hey man, it is what it is. It gets to a point where you understand yourself so much that you're no longer afraid of being judged. It no longer affects you when other people judge you. Like, no matter what other people say about you, it's no longer affects you, because you understand yourself enough to realize that most humans are so damn illusional. Most humans are wrong. So there's no reason for you to be ashamed of who you are, because other people are not themselves. Even if they try to make you feel ashamed, they're fake. Today I didn't even have like a topic. I'm not even sure what the title of this video is going to be. I just pressed record and just started talking. But that's the thing, like, I want to make videos daily so that I'll be able to speak my mind in a way that will make sense even when I'm not ready. This is the thing, like, I knew I was wrong, but I was like, you know what, I want to make a video. I've been doing this the whole month. Like, every day I've been uploading a video, so I have to be better at it. That I don't necessarily need to, like, think of what I'm going to be talking about. I'm still going to make sense, and I think I've been able to make sense. Some people ask me, why do you make longer videos? I make longer videos because I'm training myself, and also I'm learning a lot from myself. Are you able to, like, sit down and meditate for like an hour? Most of you are unable to do that, and you let intrusive thoughts, like, make you feel the way that you mostly feel, other than, like, trying to, like, listen to your inner voice, listen to what it's really saying. Like, because here's the thing, that intrusive thoughts, and there's your inner voice, like your true self, like the voice that's coming from your true self. If your spirit is in line with seeking truth, that's the voice that you'll be able to hear even when you're not speaking. I hear that voice even when I'm not speaking. In fact, when I'm not speaking and I'm listening to that voice, that voice makes more sense than when I'm speaking. It's like when I'm speaking, I distract myself. I'm telling you, there's nothing that is more important than truth in this realm. If you are in a world that you don't understand, the most important thing is the truth. You need to understand the world that you are in. What is it? What created it? How does it really work? What was it created for? A good reason or a bad reason? You need to do enough work to understand yourself. Lying to yourself doesn't help. Lying to yourself does not help. I know some of y'all find comfort in that, and I'm telling you that that's not real comfort. You're still living a lie. You need to be as real as possible. Of course, it's a process, and I'll never advise anyone to become real tomorrow because I said you must be real. No, like, take your time, but work towards that. If you're not working towards that, you're not gonna be real. Like, for me, it was a process. Dude, like, I'm not afraid to tell people now what my YouTube channel is. Like, hey man, just watch my videos because I believe that I'm right. Like, 100% believe that I'm right. uh I usually tell people who are religious to not be that certain, but because of the work that I've done, and because I know that there ain't that many people who have done the work that I've done, I trust myself. I've earned the right to be cocky because I have been doing what I needed to be doing as a human, and I know that most people have not been doing what I'm doing. You see? Most people have been listening to other people instead of introspecting, instead of trying to realize how they really feel and acknowledging how they really feel. Some people say, oh, you're depressed. Like, nah, dude, I have been depressed. I know what true depression is like. I'm not depressed. I'm just obsessed with the truth. If I'm wrong and you come and tell me something that is more true than what I'm saying, I'm going to accept it. I'm not going to be like, no, 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 no. Because what I've been saying this, I've been saying that. I'll make a video saying, hey man, like, someone told me this and it made me realize that I was wrong about this and that. But no one ever like tells me anything that actually makes more sense than what I'm saying. People make me realize just how delusional they are. So of course I can't really trust them. I can't really tell myself that they are right. You see? Because they don't make a lot of sense compared to me. So no matter what you're doing, make sure that you're also focusing on becoming more of what you are. You're not afraid to become more of what you are. And I didn't say who, I said what. Stop making a lot of assumptions about yourself and about this experience. You don't know what you are. You don't really know what this is. And that is the truth. Don't just pick your favorite theory and run with it. Be like, yeah, this is how we came into existence. Like, nah, man. Like, it sucks, man. Like, when people pick a certain theory and they run with it and they say this is the truth, like, dude, there's a lot of things that I can say to like disprove what you're saying, like your theory. So be honest with yourself. It shouldn't be about what you like the truth to be. It should be like you must live the truth no matter what it is. That's the thing. Like your love for truth must be so deep that no matter what it is, you love it. Even if the truth is that you are in a prison and you're never escaping, you still love it. And that's what you're gonna be telling people because that's what you think. The good thing is that I don't think this is a prison that we can't escape. I think you escape this thing by becoming more of who you are, by imposing your will on it, and not forgetting that. Not being a coward, you know what I mean? Like also realizing that this is a false reality. Like it's just like I've been telling you on the video that I uploaded yesterday, that this thing is actually scripted. It's not really real, and it couldn't be real. And you can see that it isn't. It's just that you don't want to acknowledge that to yourself because you just want to believe in how you've been programmed to view this reality. It's scripted. It's not even real. It's everything is a lie, man. You take your power back by realizing that all of this is a lie. By realizing that all of this is a prank. Your dreams. Why do you have horrible dreams? You should not supposed to have horrible dreams. What's the meaning of the horrible dreams that you've had in your life? The nightmares that you've had in your life. What's the meaning of that? There is no meaning. There's no meaning. You're just being tortured, bro. Like something just wants your energy. It feeds off your negative energy. It's so dumb. Like I actually think that whatever wants our energy, it wants our energy, negative and positive energy. The problem is that it doesn't know how to make to like create a good story. And I know this sounds crazy, but let me show you something. Like okay, each and every person who tries to like direct a movie or tries to create a movie, they're trying to create a good movie, right? That's gonna make us feel what they want us to feel, like positive emotions. But a lot of people don't know how to do that. That's why there ain't that many great movies. But it's much easier to make people feel negative emotions, right? Than to make people feel positive emotions. So whatever is like um you know giving us this reality is because it's not able to like give us a reality that we prefer because it doesn't know how, it's not creative enough, let me put it that way. So it's giving us horrible experience. So the best thing that you can do is to say no, is to say hey man, it's not real, it's not real. Tell yourself that, convince yourself that it is not real, it's a lie, because it is a lie. It's not real, it's an illusion. It's always been an illusion. Just like your dreams, they're not real, but you believe that they're real when you're in them. You see? It's only the truth that's going to set you free. It's not the lies that you'll be telling yourself. It's not believing in this illusion that's going to set you free. It's the truth. The truth is the opposite of this illusion, because this illusion itself is a lie. You see? So it's the truth that's actually going to set you free from the illusion that you call life. It's scripted, like completely everything is actually scripted. You're not in control of this. So stop giving it your energy and become more of what you are. And stop living in fear. Be afraid. There's nothing wrong with being afraid. I mean, you were programmed to be afraid. But don't live in fear. You see? Don't let fear control you. That's the thing. Like, don't let your fear control you. I usually drink Amstel, not Castle Lager. What I like about this is that like, it's healthy. I don't think it has a lot of sugar, so it's healthy. But it will get you drunk. Nifan kuzela biya bina ibadwa. Sure. So it doesn't, like, it will get you drunk, but you won't wake up with a hangover. There's the thing. Like, you wake up feeling like I mean, you still kind of like, you know that you drank, but you won't be weak. Like, you won't wake up feeling weak. But yeah, man, I don't know what the title of this video is going to be, because I'm not even sure if I'm going to watch it, because I just want to publish it. But I know it was a dope video. I expressed myself the way that I wanted to express myself. You know, I spoke the truth. And that's what really matters to me, you know, is the truth. Like, I want to speak the truth. I want, like, dude, I don't think people really understand how obsessed I am with truth. In any situation, I want the truth. I don't want to lie to myself. I want the real truth. What is the truth? What's up? What's really going on? That's what really matters to me. Thank you all, guys.